My parents abandoned me. My whole life. I grew up believing my parents didn't want me. That's what my grandma told me ever since I was little. My parents worked abroad, I never saw their faces. Every time I asked when they were coming home, she'd say, "They have a new life now, so stop waiting for people who don't care about you." Maybe they abandoned me after all. But even as a kid, a small part of me still hoped she was lying. Reality just felt too cruel. I'm 16 now, currently in high school. Sometimes after class, I'd watch my classmates get picked up by their parents and pretend it didn't bother me. Meanwhile, I'd walk home alone, trying not to think about how jealous I felt. We weren't wealthy either, to the point that most days I skipped lunch and told my friends, "I'm not hungry." Truth was, I just didn't have money. My grandma wasn't always strict, but not as nice either. Every single day she complained about money. Everything was too expensive. So to help my grandma, at 16, I got a part-time job at a convenience store after school because I wanted to help her. I thought maybe if I worked hard enough, life would get easier for both of us. I handed most of my salary to my grandma. I never really felt loved by her, but she was the only family I had left. One night she came home furious. She started throwing things around while screaming. Then she turned to me and yelled because apparently I wasn't giving enough money. I apologized over and over while she slapped me. I was exhausted. I felt sick of this life, complaining how unfair this is, and even planned to end my life. One afternoon, my grandma wasn't home when someone knocked on the door. I opened it and saw it was my uncle, my dad's younger brother. I hadn't seen him since I was a kid. He asked me how school was going, and I casually mentioned that I was working part-time now to help with bills. He suddenly looked confused. Then he asked, "Why are you working? Isn't the money your parents send enough?" I thought he misunderstood something, so I asked, "What money?" The look on his face changed instantly. He stared at me for a few seconds before quietly asking, "Your grandma never told you?" Then he told me everything, that I even requested a laptop for my school, which I never did. My uncle looked horrified when I told him I worked after school. Then he said the sentence that completely shattered me. "Your parents never abandoned you, Erjan.